Have you ever wondered about how to start a business? Maybe you're adventurous and you've wondered, how do I start a business in Belize? Well, if you have, today I'm gonna be telling you guys about exactly what the steps are. We're gonna hear from people that have started a business here already. And at the very end, I'm gonna tell you guys about some of the amazing incentive programs that you can take advantage of if you open a business here. But first, I gotta get in my business attire here. That's a lot better. Now we're ready to talk business. So in Belize, there are 6 steps to starting a business. First and foremost, you need to register a company. We're gonna go talk to Miss America with Capital Corporate Services about that. The second step is you need a trade license with the local town council of whatever town, city, or village you're in. The third step is to get your tax licensing in order, your GST as well, that'd be the fourth step. From there, you need Social Security. And finally, if you have any intellectual property, you need to register that. First though, why would you want to start a business in Belize? Well, let's hear from some people that have moved here and have started a business and how their experience has been.
I'm Tracy Joseph, and we own Mesa Bistro.
Hello, my name is Tania Ayala. I am from Bolivia, and I own the business named Coco Cabana Restaurant and Bar in San Pedro.
I'm Darren Widener, and I own 303 Belize Bar and Grill.
My name is Daniel Dargell, and we own the Farmhouse Market and Cafe.
Mesa Bistro has been in business for about 12 years. We've owned it for a year.
I have been in this business around 14 years.
I've been here, February 1st was a year ago.
Officially, as how everyone knows, the Farmhouse Market and Cafe, 2 years, but the business started during COVID.
We were coming to Belize anyway from Africa, and I said, let's buy a coffee shop. And my husband said, if it has a liquor license, he's in. So that's why we now own Mesa Bistro.
Well, I moved from Bolivia many years ago, like around 20 years ago. Then I had the opportunity to have my own business. San Pedro is a beautiful place to have a business.
Well, the process of buying a business here is different than actually starting a business here. In my case, I think I was a little fortunate in the fact that the business already existed for a number of years. It opened during right before COVID. I wanted to still be here so much. I knew I had to have something that I could afford to be here, and started looking at several different businesses and wound up with this one.
Our intent to move to Belize was to come and work for my uncle, and that was just before COVID. Then, COVID happened, and I ended up without a job. And then we had 2 options: either go back home and see what we can do there, or just start being creative over here. That's when we just said, you know what, we have nothing to lose. Let's just start the farmhouse. Belize is a very special place. It has lots of opportunities.
It's hearing stories like that and hearing from our clients that have moved out here and successfully started a business that really make all of this worth it. From here, let's dive into the steps. We're going to head over to Capital Corporate Services and talk to Miss America about how to incorporate a company and which types of companies you can incorporate.
Hi, my name is America Soberanes of Capital Corporate Services. We are a company management company that does incorporations both in Anguilla and in Belize. Well, the first thing is you need to look for a licensed registered agent, and of course that agent will guide you through the process. One of the things that you need to have is a valid passport, a utility bill. The utility bill has to be within 3 months, and that has to show your residential address, character reference, and a bank reference or a bank statement. The references are really asked for compliance purposes. It's just to state that, to ensure that the funds for the incorporations are coming from a legitimate source. So Anguilla and Belize companies. Anguillan companies are mainly used for holding real estate. What that means is, you would transfer that property over to the company. And Belize companies are normally incorporated to do local business, to apply for different licenses, such as a trade license, a hotel license, and also opening a bank account. So these are the differences between the companies, and which one you would choose for what you need.
That was Miss America. Up next, we're heading to the town council to learn about getting a trade license. So now we're here at an integral step of setting up a business in Belize. We're at the San Pedro Town Council. I'm here with Mr. Sammy, and he's going to explain to me a little bit about what a trade license is and why you need one. Mr. Sammy, thank you, brother.
Thank you for having me over. Let me explain to you starting off by, you have a form that you need to fill out. So the requirements are that you will need to have your business registered. That is a Belize Company Registry, and that needs to be either a Chapter 247 or a Chapter 250, right? Once those documents are in, you will need over to have inspections by the health department, by the fire department, if you have a physical office. The following one would have to be a police record. The owners of the company or business need to be at least 6 months over in Belize. If not, then they would require that document over from their origin. Then we'll have their ID, either the passport or the social security, followed by a rent receipt or their property tax being at zero balance, right?
Yep.
Taxes must be paid in order for you to apply.
Got it.
All right, the following document will have to be the pictures of the business if a physical office is there.
Yep.
Then we have the application, which is $100 that needs to be paid up, followed by the special meeting if it is required.
Got it.
The meeting process over for quarterly is on January, April, July, and October, sorry.
Okay.
So after that, any other month would have to be a special meeting, which is an extra 150 Belize dollars. Once the application is complete, then we send it over to the board for them to decide. They at least meet once a month, quarterly meetings and special meetings.
Got it.
Right? After that, the board evaluates the application, sends over approval. If you have anything missing or if you have anything that they further require from you, then you will need to send it over.
So this is a process that you apply within your district or city or town, correct?
Yes.
So for San Pedro, you guys are here, but the other locations, I think you said there's 9, right, Sam?
Yeah, there's 9 locations. We have 2 cities, 7 towns, right?
Yeah.
In Belize.
Yep.
So if you're in the town limits of those certain areas or municipalities, better said, then you will need to apply for your license.
Got it.
Whether being online or whether you're being physical office.
And what exactly is the trade license for?
The trade license is for you to run your business in that municipality.
Got it.
Yep. And most of them have it and use it for bank purposes as well.
So what if I have a company that might just be, for example, a holding company, like you said, Sammy? Does that require a trade license? Or
No.
No, okay.
No. Holding company only holds your assets, nothing else.
What would you say to anyone, looking to do this process or start it right now? Any advice you would give them?
Yes, once the company is active and you're ready to go, I'll be here to assist you.
The man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Now you've incorporated your company, you've figured out which kind of company you wanted, you've also gone to the local town council, you have your trade license, and you're feeling great. It's time for everyone's favorite part, which is taxes. Now, luckily in Belize, taxes are very affordable, but you're still going to need to register for 2 types of taxes with your business. The first is the income tax, and the second is the GST, the sales tax. So when you do this, you have to go down to the tax department and they're going to give you a unique TIN. That's your tax identification number. Next step would be Social Security. Now, Chapter 44, the Social Securities Act of Belize law, requires that if you have 1 or more employees, you need to apply for Social Security. So a lot of this stuff, in fact, almost all of this stuff doesn't apply to you if you're just getting a shell company in Belize, which you can. Say your company may own a property or multiple properties or something along those lines, disregard all of this information I'm talking about because you can have a shell or a holding company that is not required to do any of this. When you employ 1 or more persons though, according to Chapter 44 Belize law, it's research, you do need to apply for Social Security. Now, what's the minimum contribution you can make per month, per employee? It's $50.90 Belize. So get the calculators out. That'd be $25.45 US. That's your minimum contribution. And beyond that, you would need to go make your application with the Social Security Board, and then you would get another piece of paper with them. And that is step 5. Step 6 doesn't really apply to many people, so I'm gonna go over this quick. If you have any crazy intellectual property, then you're going to want to register that or trademark any trademarks you need to make. Very straightforward and something that you're probably used to if you have ever started a business in the US, Canada, or abroad. It would be an important step. But from here now, what you've all been waiting for is the incentive programs, and we have 2 amazing guests coming in from Beltrade to tell us about those. We have Jalen and George, the Senior Investment Associate and the Senior Business Advisor for Beltrade. So A lot of great information coming your way, guys. Thanks for jumping on with me. Sure. First and foremost, I guess question number one would be, what is Beltrade?
Awesome, that's a good start. And I would like to take that on and mention that Beltrade is a statutory body under the government of Belize. It falls within the Office of the Prime Minister. It has 4 technical units. We're actually representing 2. First, with our Export Belize unit, which has the mandate to provide services to export ready as well as exporters, current exporters. We also have the Belize Training and Employment Center, which is another technical unit. They provide sector-specific capacity building in different areas, such as in tourism, BPO, the BPO sector. Thirdly, we have the Small Business Development Center, which is a replication of a regional project. If you are within the region, especially in the US, you'll know a lot about SBDCs. Jalen can tell you a little bit about his unit that he's representing, which is Belize Invest.
So in terms of Belize Invest, which is the 4th technical unit, and basically the prime focus is on investment generation, promotion, and aftercare. So from the generation side, we look at promoting the priority sectors for investment, and those include tourism, agribusiness, global digital services, logistics, manufacturing, as well as mariculture. And so in terms of investment generation, we provide support to both local and foreign investors. So providing them access to the different agencies when it comes to establishing a business. If there is any need for site visits for the investors to come in country, we do facilitate those investment missions as well. So that's what we do from the generation side. From the aftercare side, we look at providing supports for reinvestment. So looking at businesses that are already established in the country and assisting them in terms of reinvesting via the incentive programs. And a part of our aftercare, once you are part of these incentive programs, we actually do the administration of the incentive programs. So looking at generating letters for exemption as well as doing the clearance in the customs Asikuda system. So in a nutshell, that's all we do at Belize Invest.
You guys do a lot.
Yeah, we do.
So people that are watching this right now, whether they're in Belize or whether they're abroad, if they're looking to get involved in a business in Belize, this is all relevant to them, right? Or could be
Yes,
involved.
Definitely.
yes.
Anything else that we missed that you guys want to add? Or
This is the one-stop shop right here.
reach out to Couch Nate.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you for having
If you guys
us.
have any questions, we'll have the Beltrade website linked below. If you guys have any questions about starting a business in Belize, buying property, as you're probably aware, and if you're not, I'm the regional owner for RE/MAX out here. More than happy to help. My email is up there. Shoot me an email, reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions. With all this said, guys, we'll see you in the next video, hopefully down here in paradise soon.